Hey everybody, it's Dave here, and I'm going to do a little trail ride. We are camped on Forest Road 300 on the Rim Road, south of the 260 and near Forest Lakes. There's a gas station right here. And I'll show you on the map, I'll show you a map of where this is on the highway. But there's a connecting road here that connects the 260 to where we're camped at on the 300. And so I'm gonna just take this little trail and try it out. It looked pretty gnarly in spots, but it looked like there were some smooth spots. So we'll show you what it looks like. On my Gaia map, it calls it the 140 trail, and on another map, it had a different name. So here we go. Hope you like this. That's a nice little shortcut. And then there's this little gas station over there where you can go get ice and gas if you want to gas up your ATVs or whatever. And this is a Wednesday. People are heading up to the mountains because it's hot in Phoenix. Yep.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Okay, so this trail post calls this trail 9316, but on my Gaia Maps app it says trail 140. So anyway, 9316, that's the little trail between the 300 right there that I just turned around in, and then the 260, which was where the store was. Everybody's trying to get out of the heat and beat the heat. Anyway, here I go down that road. Wish me luck. Watching for wild animals too, because we saw some wild horses around here. I'm not even four-wheel drive. I did the whole thing in two-wheel drive. There we go. It's funny because some of my maps called this the 9316 trail, and on another map I had it was the 140. But if you look real carefully, the true trails do overlap. Now there are areas back here where you can disperse camp. I was seeing lots of areas where it looked like people have camped before. But the road is rough, you'll see. It's really pretty back here. I enjoy taking these little trails just to see what's back here. And the reason I wanted to try this trail out is because it is kind of a shortcut between where we camped at the 300 road and the store there. Shaves about a mile off. It's about 1.25 miles if you take this little trail. But it's not something you want to take in your car. If you're in a car or a van or something, just take the main road. But this is always fun if you got an ATV, right? As you can see, it does get a little bit rough. But man, if you could get back here with a Jeep and or a four-wheel drive Tacoma or something like that, you know, get back here with a tent. Some really nice little spots back here. And some spots weren't too bad. I could kind of pick up my speed, like right through here. Just beware if you're on these trails. Keep your eyes open for wild horses, deer, and elk, although you won't see as many elk in this area because of the horses. Once in a while you might run into a bear, and the bear usually come early in the season, like March and April. When the people start coming up here to camp, the bears move out. If you're thinking you might see a bear, your better chances of finding a bear up here are going to be near the lake in the summertime. So the closer you get to the water source, as well as horses and deer and elk and other animals. It's just a beautiful little ride through here. Although it got a little bit rocky and bumpy, I never really had to put it in four-wheel drive. I did have to slow down. I think there's a spot up here halfway through where I had to actually stop and push the camera back up, because this part was right in through here was so rough that my little camera started getting lower and lower and lower. And I could see it after I was hitting some of these bumps through here. We came up here 2 years ago, and I didn't take this road, but there was close to where this road comes out on the 300 is where we saw some horses, and they had a big gathering of wild horses, and they had a horse fight right out here. I think I got a video of that. So the wild horses do hang out in this area. Not unusual to see them hanging out, and there are a few places. I don't know if you're going to see them on this video, but there are some places off to the side where you'll find what are called tanks, and all it is an area that's been dug out for water. Here it is. This is where I put the camera. It's a little rocky in spots. I had to push the camera back. Here we go. That doesn't look too bad, but it does get rocky. Oh yeah, it gets rocky, all right. On the way back, there's one little area here where, boy, oh boy, it does get rough. You can always tell when it gets rough because that's when I slow down. This little trail though is a pretty good example, I guess, of your typical forest road trail up here. Although there are some trails that are a bit more challenging than this, of course, but a lot of your average forest roads that are not maintained are going to look something like this. You're going to have real rough sections with some little ravines, and then you might have a real nice flat section like through here. Then all of a sudden you'll run into a rough spot. And it's not unusual as you're flying through here, you might look off the side and see somebody camping in a tent or in a rooftop tent. Because some people, they like to get a little bit away from everybody. I've actually thought about putting my saw in the quad when I'm going down these trails. I have a little scroll saw. You never know when you're on these trails when you might run into a tree that's fallen over right in the middle of the trail. The nice thing about the quad is I can usually find a spot around something like that. Oh, there's a nice big rock. Ow. I don't usually keep my saw in the quad though. I do have a little first aid kit and some other basic stuff, but I do have a hand saw. I could probably put that in there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There's been a few times where I've done these videos and I went back and watched them and realized there were animals off to the side that I didn't see when I was driving. So do keep your eyes open. You might see something that I didn't realize was there. There was another trail I was riding on while we were up here, and I was going down a trail like this. All of a sudden, two horses went right in front of me, about 100 feet right in front of me. Maybe 50 feet. It just scared me for a second because I was going kind of fast and I slowed down really quickly. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll get more as I put more videos out in the future. Safe travels wherever you're going.